Good morning and welcome to Push Start's Junkyard. Today we are going to be performing the preparation of the crack on the block and welding it. So right now I'm using my air grinder, a straight die grinder, to grind out the crack, just to reveal the crack. Now you're supposed to stop drill cracks on each end to stop the cracking or the stress, or relieve stress off the crack or something. So but it goes from hole to hole. So it goes from a freeze plug hole to a like an access port in the cooling jacket that's threaded. So I'll have to grind those out, and the fun part will be getting the freeze plug hole perfectly round again, so a freeze plug seals in it. So which I don't think should be a problem. But yeah. So yeah. Right now I'm just my compressor isn't that big. I'm waiting to get a new one, so I gotta grind for like 10 minutes or 5 minutes and then stop and let it fill up and all that crap. Oh, I got crap in my face. Cool. Yeah. So here's the crack. Yeah, you can see it came all the way down, all the way into here, and then I already started grinding some of it out here, and then here I kind of lose it. So I think I see it right in there somewhere. In that little grind, I made some test grinds to see if I could find it. So I think it goes across here to here. And then I'm gonna smooth all this out so I can hopefully maybe see it better. Hopefully it didn't crack up this way either, but that's what I was thinking it was doing. So I started checking it, but I don't know. So yeah, so I'm gonna get this all prepped out. I got some carbide mandrels that I can, or some carbide bits that I can taper this off a little bit better. Give it some more, give it a little more love so the weld takes. I'm using Muggy Weld welding rods for cast iron. They're number 77s. So I'm going to be doing this without heating up the block, which is kind of crazy to some people. But what you do is I'll make my tack welds on each end. Let it cool completely. Just weld as little as possible. Try to keep the heat low on this whole entire block. So I'll weld an inch, and then you have to peen it right after you pulled the welding stick off, so it's still red hot. So you got to peen it. So weld, peen, let it cool down. I'll come over here, weld, peen it, cool it down. So this is gonna take probably a couple hours, I think, to get it all fully welded up, and then I think once I get the whole motor together, just before I put the motor back in and I find out I didn't do it right, I'm going to do a pressure test on the cooling system to make sure nothing comes out of here, because I would hate to have to get this engine reinstalled again and, it's got to come back out, or I need a new block. But a lot of people told me I'm nuts for doing this, that I should have just replaced the block. But this is a 7.3 Power Stroke motor. It's original to the truck, and it only has 170,000 miles on it. I know people that have run 500,000 miles on these freaking things, so we'll see. Hopefully I can prove them wrong and make this work. All right, so there I got the crack ready to go. It's all prepped. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a couple tack welds, just so it doesn't expand and contract, or it doesn't move, and hopefully not crack somewhere else. So I'll give it, I think, like one here, one there, or something. And then I'll let that all cool down, and then I'll start my making my 1-inch welds and peening it. I think I'm going to use a needle gun, like an air needle gun or descaler, or whatever they call it, for peening. So I'll be able to get it done faster while the metal's still nice and red hot. So, all right, I'm gonna set up my phone here, and I'll videotape some welding. Okay, so the welding rods I'm using are made by a company called Muggy Weld. They're electrode number 77. It's for cast iron. You don't have to preheat the block. You just have to weld in small increments and keep the temperature low. So, let's see. I got a welder going here, so I'm gonna set it all up for something. So let's go to MMA. Oh, sorry. Let's see here. There we go. Take that. All right, so we're gonna set it to, I think we're gonna go with 100 amps. I think that'll be sufficient. So let's see here. Yeah, we're good to go. This should be pretty cool. Got some other settings. I know this is my first time using the stick on this thing, so we'll see how it goes. I don't know. It says 3/32 electrode, but I'm using 1/8 inch, so I don't know how to get up to that. So I'll do that. Shit, I don't know. Oh well, I'll have to figure it out and just gonna have to try it out as we go. So we'll see what I can do. Hey everybody, it's a beautiful day at Push Arts Garage. It's gonna be about 60 degrees outside, so that's pretty cool. So right now I'm just prepping the block for painting. The welding's all finished. Turned out pretty good. It's tough to weld cast iron, I'll tell you that much. I fought me, but I got it. So I got to put this little freeze plugger in the middle here. That's for the old fuel pump used to sit here, and it was mechanical off the camshaft. So now that I'm going e-fuel, I could plug that up. So that's from Ford. And then yeah, just got the back end off. I got to get that collar off the shaft for the rear main seal. So I took the lifters out just to give everything a good thorough cleaning. So it's looking pretty good. I have to go get some more brake cleaner. I'm going to give it another spray down, whisk it off some more, and then I'm going to take the torch. A big shout out to Uncle Tony's Garage for the tips on taking a MAP gas torch and running it over the cast iron to get the moisture out of it and any other debris and stuff. And then he also showed me that you can use Rust-Oleum on this. I'll be showing you that later on in this episode. So I'll get to that later. But yeah, big shout out to Uncle Tony, man. Thanks a lot. Guy knows his shit. So yep, so we're gonna keep prepping, just keep prepping. It's prepped, ready to rock and roll. I'm going to be using this as a base primer. I'm sure everyone's going to come out of the woodwork and talking shit, but I've used this before. Compliments of Uncle Tony's Garage gave me this tip, and it worked freaking well. I got it on a 302, and I've been running the crap out of it, and it's been holding up very nicely. Way better than any engine paint or you know what? I tried using POR15 corporate blue Ford, and it left nothing but crazy streaks. It was real gooey. I tried thinning it out, and it just got worse. And you know, I paid $35 for like a little tiny jar of the shit, and then I got this plus the color I need for $30. So it's gonna work pretty well. So I'm really excited to see how this block turns out. And I'm really excited to get this goddamn truck going. So we need the redneck limo back. So here comes the paint. All right. Turned out freaking awesome. So yeah, primer coat on. And then I got a little repair I got to do with some nickel 99 rods in a freeze plug hole from the weld. Found a blemish, so I'm gonna fix that up. And then yeah, so hopefully tomorrow we'll get some paint on this thing. See you tomorrow. So I just noticed with this kit I got, the top end service kit, these are the banjo bolts for the, I believe the fuel system. I'm not sure if it's oil or fuel, but they give you this kit gave you high flow ones. Can't focus on it. Come on. There it is. Up. Anyway, yeah. Look at it. Much better flow it looks like. But I just went looking for the O-rings, and then I found these whole banjo ones. So here's the old ones. So definitely an upgrade. So that's kind of cool. It's a good kit I got. Heads are all prepped, ready to be painted. So I'm just putting all the necessary stuff into them. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and prime them, paint them, And then hopefully by later tonight or tomorrow, I can go ahead and install the cylinder heads. So they're fully redone. 1910 or 19 something. Valve springs from Cobb cams, all new keepers, all new injector cups. So yeah, pretty cool. I'm pretty excited. Okay, I have the heads basking in the sun. Turned out pretty good. So I'll give them the paint coat next. And then hopefully we can have these things torqued on by tomorrow. Get the intakes on. Start assembling the fuel system and the oil rails. Put the high pressure pump on. It's all coming together. Oh, fuck. 125 foot-pounds of torque. All right, making some progress here. Got the H-pop on. If you don't know that, the high-pressure oil pump for the fuel injectors. Putting the pulley gear on right now, and this has to be torqued down to 95 foot-pounds of torque, which is a lot. So they say if it could turn if it. They say some people say go until the motor turns, and then some say you could jam the gear with something. So I don't know. Let's see where it goes. Yeah, there's the engine. So yeah, I'm gonna have to jam something in there, I think. I'm sure I can maybe stick a pry bar on the gears or something. I don't know. Maybe shove a rag down there. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But that's where I'm at right now. Oh, and I got the oil pressure or the low oil pressure pump on there. I just got to put the seals on and get that ring on the dampener. So that's what I'm battling right now. So I got the dampener in the freezer, and then I'm gonna heat the collar and see if it comes right off. We'll see.